everyone, welcome to MTB, live show again with myself, Stu and Doc over there.
Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
Doc at the helm doing his usual bit. Tonight's show we have, as usual, we've got all your questions, we've got tonight's giveaway and talk of what we've been up to.
Yep, we've got more vlog talk, future guest information as usual, and crash of the week.
And photo of the week. Doc will be showing that, we'll be talking about that. We've got the Trailhead product of the week.
And also on tonight's show we're going to be, it's a topic discussion with you guys, so you can call in, comment in, however it works really, and get involved in that. And tonight it's going to be winter training. So we'd like to hear from you on that, if you can get involved.
Doc, what's the we got latest vlogs and how to? What have we got that's up at the moment?
Up at the moment, we've just put a how to up on the tyre plugs.
Yeah.
I've got a vlog coming up, which is the mini enduro down at Forester Dean.
Yeah, that was a good do.
Yeah, it was a good event, that one.
Yeah.
And then we've got another how to going up, what to put in your pack for winter riding.
Yeah.
So that'll be going up this Wednesday.
I forgot we'd done that one actually.
Yeah, so we got that one as well.
So how to insert a plug, that could be an interesting one.
Alright, I'll have to practice that one anyway.
Don't put that in Google search. Well, you can, but put tyre plug. Stu?
Yes.
What have we got out? What else? Coming up, yeah, vlogs, mini enduro, like and subscribe. The usual, please like, subscribe to Pin TV on YouTube. You've got the chance to win all the goodies. The stuff's still mounting up. We still got the Sam Hill signed shirt. That's worth, well, anyone wants that.
Tenner.
Yeah, tenner. Doc's coming in just to get the get it so that your comments are coming up live. Last week I wasn't seeing them on my PC.
We got the Trailhead mugs, which I sport every week. Always have me cup of tea out of that.
Yeah.
Ergon grips, lean greens.
Lean greens. That's we haven't got those yet, but when Sandy's back from he's away again. He's always away, isn't he? I think he earns too much.
Yeah.
He's going to be giving us some lean greens. It's some sort of like all your vegetables in one hit type thing. I have tried them before actually. It's good stuff. So that's going to be a product of the week, I think, and something to give away.
Yeah, we've got your famous design, the One Industries stroke 661 hybrid lid that you're trying to give away. Yeah, all those goodies coming soon anyway.
Yeah, so every week we've got all this, and this week is the mug, isn't it?
It is.
Give the mug away. I have to do a bit of an apology for last week's winner on this.
Which is still here.
She's still here, because I forgot to take it with me. It'll be sent this week, don't worry.
We're waiting for Doc to choose the winner. What's happening here then?
Oh, that's all going wrong. So, what else have we got?
Well, we're going to choose the winner of the mug, and Doc's going to do it, and he's running back to his little spot over there. And he's just duffing the dog up as well. What's going on there then? Oh dear. Are you in a position to do that, Doc, or should we move on?
No, yeah, I can do that now for you boys.
And the Trailhead mug winner is...
Trailhead mug winner is, hold on, you go.
We should do one of those things that everyone's...
Yeah, mannequin.
Mannequin challenge, yeah.
And going.
Hold on, there it is.
That didn't work. I'm bored of that one anyway. Jim, why don't you show the mud huggers while we're waiting for Doc?
Okay, so that's the one that's being won, but I was sent these this week by Mudhugger. This is not a product that is on test for something else that I do that I'm not allowed to talk about at all, big secret. This is a personal thing I've been sent by Bruce at Mudhugger for myself, hang on, just check, and for Todd to run this winter and next season, giving me support to go with our special colour scheme. These are a bit unique, bit custom. Just to say thanks a lot for that. Very nice, really like them.
I've got a winner, guys.
We've got a winner. Who's the winner,
So
dog?
the winner of the Trailhead mug this week is Katie Smart.
Katie Smart.
Well done, Katie.
Well done.
That's coming to you if
That's
Jim
coming
remembers
your way.
to send it anyway.
Yeah, so Katie, if you can just ping us a message on Pin TV's Facebook page, send us your address on Messenger, and we'll get that in the post to you.
Brilliant. So we got next up is the Trailhead product of the week. But before we say about the product of the week, I just want to remind you, as tonight's topic is all about winter training, what I want comments off you of what you're doing, any advice you can give us, anything you want to know, when's too much training, when's it too early, can you overtrain? So we need to know these things, you need to know these things, we can offer any advice if you can offer any advice.
Be interested to hear that anyway.
So, Trailhead product of the week is this here. Have a look. It is the Trailhead East Ridge saddle. Clever little name there by Sandy, the East Ridge. We like it because it's our local and favourite track. It is, if I remember rightly, it's got tie rails. The underpart is carbon, and it's a nice light and comfortable saddle. Don't know the weight, but I do know the price. I've got it written down. It's $64.99. So if you go onto Trailhead's website, then you can order one. They're quite. There's not many of them as well, so you need to get your orders in quite quick for those. It's a bit of a unique run, and they were made for them by Bergtech.
Right. Well, that'd be a good product for somebody anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, looks cool that.
Yeah.
Quite like it. Can you call it the East Ridge
The East Ridge.
instead of the East Ridge?
Yeah, I
That'd
think
be
so.
right for me then anyway. People are probably wondering why we haven't any guests on, so Jim is going to explain why we haven't any guests on.
Yeah, we've what we found is we were getting a little bit too guest heavy. We've got people lined up for the future, as you know, and we just thought, well, it sort of takes away a little bit from what we're trying to do. We want guests in, but we want them a little less regular, really, and we want our sort of we want co-presenters to come in now and then a bit more as well. So Sandy will be in a few times, maybe once a month. We'd like to get Coop in again as a co-presenter as opposed to a guest.
Well, it gives everybody something to
Try
laugh
and
at
get-
when he comes in
Try and
anyway.
get him to say something this time.
We'll get a
don't
cushion on his chair this time as well.
So yeah, that's where we are with guests. I did mention about PT. I've sent him a few messages, and he's busy till the new year. So hopefully he'll come in the new year. We'll see. He said he would. Still trying with the Athertons. No joy there. But there is an Atherton thing that we do need to talk about tonight, and that's Rachel Atherton. What's the situation with her, Stu?
She's been nominated for something, hasn't she?
Yeah, is it the British Sports Personality of the Year?
It
Is
could
that
well
right?
be, yeah. Is that right, Doc?
Sorry guys, I was monitoring us.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
We got good sound, I take it.
Yeah, we had a bit of a hum. I think it was my hard drive, so I've just turned on my hard drive.
Your what?
My hard drive.
Oh, right, okay.
I've got
Doc.
a massive hard drive, Stu.
Talks humming.
Can you tell us about the Rachel thing? What's she been nominated for?
British Sportsperson of the Year,
Right,
female
okay.
Sportsperson of the Year.
And at the minute, she's in.
At the minute, she's in second place. She's losing to a horse. And although I like sport and horse riding is okay, it's not
Very
mountain
diplomatic.
biking.
Yeah,
so it's she's been beaten by a horse. She's up against some Olympians and doing really.
So that's
really
pretty
well.
good.
We need people to go and vote for her.
Vote for Rach.
Yeah, vote for Rach. So it's BT Extreme Sportsperson of the Year. Click over. It takes seconds and share the love, guys.
Yeah, get her up there. It would be nice to see a mountain biker up there because it would do us all a favour, wouldn't it? If it got all
definitely,
over the BBC.
It'd get mountain biking into
It's-
mainstream
yeah,
media, wouldn't it?
You get if you get mainstream, you get better sponsorship. That means better research, development
Loads
money
more money.
for the bikes. Yes, maybe we can earn some money out of it.
Maybe, who knows? Anyway, she'd be pleased to win that because she hasn't won anything before, has she? Really?
No, she's never won a World Cup or anything, has she?
No.
She needs to win our hearts and come on the bloody show, doesn't she?
Yeah, come on,
Rachel.
Yeah.
She said the other day she doesn't think she's funny enough. Don't have to be funny. We'll do the funny. Well, we'll try anyway. What else we got, Stu? What else we got to talk about?
You're going to ask me what I've been up to.
What have you been up to?
I got pissed on Friday night.
I know you did.
Well, you were there for a bit, weren't you?
Yeah,
he's getting on a bit now, he's a bit old, so
Yeah.
he had to go home.
I was in bed at 10 o'clock. Well, sort of, yeah.
Alright.
Been overdoing it a bit at work.
Well, there's nothing clever about it, but we did our usual and went out for 2 pints and got in probably towards 4. But anyway, so that's what I did that, and then felt okay Saturday morning, then went for a ride.
No big ride then?
No big ride, we went up a local wood. I went with my eldest Tyler and Coop and our other friend Alan Pugh. We found an old spot which we've rode at for years, but it kind of comes and goes really. It's just like a small jump spot up on one of our local hills, and I found my old shovel there and we did a bit of digging, and it's actually really nice digging there and quite easy to get stuff going, so got a bit of inspiration really, and so we're probably going to go up there and that'll be a nice spot for the winter.
Ace. How long's that shovel been there?
Oh, not that long.
Hasn't it?
No, it's been I don't know, 6 months.
Ace.
But it ain't done anything, it started going green, so we got that fired up and got a few bits running, so it was cool.
Did you do a bit better than when I last did a jump at Nestcliff?
No, I saw the jump that you 50-50'd. Although I did have a bit of a case on one of them anyway, so thank God for full suspension. But
yeah, I went at this jump last time I was there, and it was a double. It's nothing hard.
Really easy.
Yeah, pretty much. But I said to Coop, did that daft thing, you know, when you're not quite thinking, oh, I'm up for jumps today. I said to Coop, what speed should I hit it? My normal thing with jumps, hit them flat out, over jump them, and then reel it back in till you get the down slope. He goes, oh, don't hit it too quick. So I hit it a bit slower, 50-50'd it, and yeah, carbon rail seat, snapped it clean and off. Didn't quite work to plan.
No, they had to remove that from your anus, didn't they?
Yeah.
So that's what I did. What did you do?
This weekend just gone, I went to the Marion Trail with my lad Todd. It's 25k now, that place. It's got all new stuff in the middle, a whole new section of trail which has been built by, I don't know, I have been told it's some of the folk who race enduro with us, but they've done a hell of a job on the middle bit. It's real good fun, very jumpy, and there's it's proper jumps in that. It's really good fun.
The big ones in it,
Not that big, but some fast, steep berms, and it's quite techy.
Yeah. And
there's some stuff you got to hold your speed on the uphill to get back down. Yeah, it's really good. And little man got his way around the 25k, no problem.
That's fair going, nice.
Thoroughly enjoyed it, really.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
The weather was all right.
It was absolutely spot on. It was not even a waterproof jacket.
No, well, it's unheard of at this time of year, really, isn't it?
Crazy.
So a good weekend was had by all, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say at this point, actually, when we're talking about what's happened, I've got to say big thumbs up to my wife, and she's been working hard for months on her Shropshire handmade and vintage event. She just had it at Salop Leisure, and
yeah,
you know about that, and that was a massive success. I put my teeth in it.
You were helping with that, weren't you?
No, I didn't do anything really, but she's been brilliant. I know it's been hard work, so well done, sweetie. You did a great job. Where's the cash?
I bet she did one of them things where you help, where she said, when he said, what can I do for help, she said, get out of the house, you knob.
Yeah, well, it was good actually, because I had a full weekend with the boys.
Nice.
And
you took them on the pump track, didn't you?
Took them on the pump. Yeah, I went to the pump track Sunday and took Louis to football on Sunday morning. That's right, I just said football, but no, he's pretty good actually. So it's good fun.
It's alright for kids.
So I'm a football dad now as well, which I never thought I'd say. But yeah, so that was it really. So that's been said.
I've been doing more DIY.
Yeah.
More DIY. Stu taught me DIY, working for him.
That's all
been boarding out a room. Yeah.
You're going to plaster it as well?
No, definitely not.
Not unless you get the sander out, that is. I've seen his plastering. Right, Jim.
Yes. Me.
You Sure, Rob.
Adverts. Well, I've got something else to say before adverts, and it was a GoPro issue. Some of you will hopefully a lot of you have been watching some of our vlogs, and a lot of it's got GoPro footage in with my GoPro, and a lot of that GoPro footage has been terrible. It's been like really rattly, and I've had a right nightmare with it, looking at all different settings, contacting GoPro, trying to get some details off them, thinking there was stabilisers in the GoPro that were wrong. Then we found out there was no stabilisers, and it's been ongoing for months. Because, this is a product on test, I won't go into that, but it was, you got no receipt then, have you? And it's dealing with somebody abroad, blah, blah, blah. So we phoned up our friend Lek, who is, he's a great filming guy. He films, what's he done? He does Top Gear now. He does, the Grand Tour or whatever it is.
He keeps them lot in touch, He's done the Ridge with Danny McCaskill and all that, so he's pretty good on the old
He knows what he's doing.
He's one of the best drone flyers in the world, isn't he?
Definitely.
Yeah. But basically,
but good job you had him on hand to solve this massive problem.
I phoned him up and said to him, look, this is doing me head in, what's the score? And he said, is your GoPro a bit loose in your case? And that's what it was. It's because it's not a GoPro case. A little bit of rubber.
That's all it was?
Yeah, a little bit of inner tube cut out to make it so it's tight in there.
So if it had been a GoPro in a GoPro case, you wouldn't have had that problem?
He said that they put them on Formula 1 cars, and even in the GoPro case, that because of how high the engine revs, it still moves, and they have to even pack out those ones. So yeah.
Oh, well, a little tip for anybody who's had a jerky GoPro or such like.
Any movement, always wear a rubber.
Oh, there you go then. Doc, have we got any questions?
We've got a lot of people saying hi, but
I've got I've seen all these hello off Cy Payton.
Oh, hello. Good evening, ladies.
Talking of Cy, that's going to be exciting. The actual British Enduro Series entries go live 1st of December. So get on it, guys, because I'll be there.
Yeah, and I think this year, next year, British Enduro, like this year it was been a bit sort of, you can enter on the day. They were down on numbers. A lot of race promoters were down on numbers this year, and there was all that kerfuffle with the UK Enduro. We won't go into all that, but basically there was 2 Enduro series.
Crap weather didn't help as well. And in fairness, I've given Cy a lot of stick over the years, which keeps him on his toes.
Yeah,
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But in fairness to him, everything that he had in place for the series last year was good.
Yeah.
And the first round, there was a couple of rounds where the weather was just disgusting. I mean, it was going to be hard for anybody, let alone organising the race. So hopefully next year we'll get some better weather with that.
I don't know what he's got lined up, but I'm guessing it'll be five races. What can we say about last year's races? The Dovey, wow.
Hard work.
It was world class, wasn't it?
That was 50k a day, and I think around the 1500 metres of climbing every day. That ruined us, didn't it? But I suppose to be the #1 series, it has got to be hard, hasn't it? And like I was saying, with these like with UK Enduro finishing and people sort of tightening up, coming a bit more together, I think next year especially a lot of the elites and that, they will be looking at the British Enduro to be like the premier series to enter.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got all the regional ones as well that are good.
Well, there's so much to choose from now, so the world's your oyster, really. We did more than 50k on one day, didn't we?
What was that? Did we get lost?
We got lost.
Yeah,
I reckon we did like 70k. We spent about an hour on the road, so
We
should really know where we were going, but we didn't. But there you go, anyhow. So what else we got on here then?
Alright, boys. Dave Evans.
Oh, Alan the Lancaster wants to know how the salt's healing on my arm. Yeah, it's alright now. Look at that, it's beautiful now. Very clean. If it weren't for the salt, I don't think it'd have healed. I think it'd still been red and sore now, but there you go. I think it's just hello to everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, just a load of hellos. So also we want to mention our sponsors for the show. As usual, we've got the Trailhead Bicycle Company, Bicycle Shop. The Trailhead anyway.
It's a shop in Shrewsbury.
It's a shop in Shrewsbury.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's run by a friend of ours, and we've got other friends working in there, doing the mechanics, doing the other sales, etc. pop in there, have a brew. It's one of those shops where they are actually into bikes. They love people coming in, don't they, and having a brew.
Yeah.
And just chewing the cud over bike stuff. So that's one of them. The other one is Unite Components. Our friend Coop. His company's getting off the ground a bit now, isn't it? He's starting to do well. I've noticed. I'm following all his social media stuff, so that's worth a follow on Twitter. I don't know if he's doing Twitter actually. I know he's doing Instagram, Facebook, but he's getting some likes up there, and he's feeding it well.
Yeah.
And then we have Invisiframe as our other one, which is another local company doing all the graphics and the sticker kits and the sticker protection for bikes. That guy is the most flat out bloke I know when it comes to work, and he's got more people working for him now. I went to see him recently as well, and he just doesn't stop.
No, he doesn't. He looks like 60 now. I think he's only like 20.
Yeah.
So if you're watching, Lee, take it easy. Slow
Yeah,
down. Get someone else to do the work for you, man.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
What else we got, Stu? I know what we got.
Go on, tell me.
Next weekend, what's happening? This weekend coming. What are we doing? Where are we going?
I don't know. Apparently, it's some downhill race.
Yeah. It is mini downhill, the same company as Mini Enduro. It's Chris Roberts who also does the timing for British Enduro, and he runs the the 4-Cross World Tour or something? Pro Tour, that's it. Yeah, always a good race. He got in touch with us and said, "Do you guys want to come down?" Which was very nice. We appreciate that, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going down as Pin TV. The van will be, I think, at the bottom of the finish line, so good advert, and people, come over, say hello. We'll be getting into the downhill world there.
Yeah. And if you're lucky enough to get an entry at this minute, which is totally
no,
full.
Got no chance.
You've had it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you've had it. But those small races are bloody good fun, aren't they?
Yeah, they are good.
We're looking forward to that.
So I think he says he's already had to turn 30 people away. So I tried to get Ben, who's riding for us, Ben Wotton, on, and we missed the boat on that.
Yeah.
If anyone's booked in and they decide they can't do it, maybe you can contact me.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. While we're on, I'm just going to go into my little pictures here.
Yeah.
Because a mate of mine, you all may have heard me talk about Kimber Freeride Park, just by Kidderminster. And on I put my glasses on here, it is, why can't you ever find anything when you want it?
I know.
Can you see the date on that?
The date is the 19th of February.
Oh, that's it, yeah. The 19th of February, sorry about that, everybody. 2017, that's next year, they're going to have a winter jam, and you can just turn up there, ride your bike. I think they have like a whip-off comp and stuff like that.
And whereabouts is this?
It's at Kimber.
Kimber.
Yeah, so it's just outside a little place called Wolveley by Kidderminster. They're going to have a barbie, on-site photography, and that's it. It's just going to be fun, and I know that place is really cool. All the lads there, they really work hard to make sure it's kept in tip-top condition. So get yourselves to that as well. Well worth a laugh. It's really good fun, yeah.
Wolveley, you just made me think about Wolveley. I've got a little story about Wolveley.
Oh.
When I was, how old have I been?
I know what's coming.
I was about 27, I think I was. That was a long time ago. And it's when I first started doing the power line tree cutting. And it went a little bit wrong at Wolveley. Yes. I cut a tree a bit too close to 11,000 volt line and took the line down. And I cut out the power to the whole of Wolveley, including a mental institution. I think I might have sent a few people over the edge there. That's my Wolveley story.
We got anything else, Doc? Anyone else asking anything, or we're going to move on?
Yeah, we haven't got any questions. I'll tell you what we could do though, is it's one of our friends and viewers from down in South Wales' birthday today.
Which one's that?
AJ.
Happy birthday, mate.
Him and his mates, actually, you might have heard of this mannequin challenge going on over the last couple of weeks. Him and his mates have done now I'm not sure whether this is a mannequin challenge or just the fact that they're slow riders down in South Wales.
Yeah.
Well, you're about to get lynched next time you go there.
Yeah, they are a bit slow. Like Carl Jennings, he's slow.
Yeah, get to there, Carl. But here you go, let's just have a little look at this, boys.
and girls, if there's any girls there.
So Doc, what else have we got? We got photo of the week, crash of the week.
Yeah, we got. Should we go photo of the week first?
Yeah.
So pick of the week this week, sent in by, again, this has come from Wales. We're quite popular in Wales, but there's not a lot on the telly. I tried watching that come from Stu Jim the other night, and it was. And this is from our little mate Lewis Bradley.
Yeah.
Lewis does a little bit of video at the mini Enduros, takes the odd picture, and he's done a good job there, boys. It's not bad to say it was taken on a Canon.
No.
Yeah.
Is that actually style, or is he having a moment there?
No, it looks like a bit of style to me.
Style, nice one.
Yeah, it does look like a little bit of style. Now, Lewis actually has asked me to give a little bit of a shout out. He puts videos up on YouTube, and he's after someone to design him a logo, and also any bands that are interested in sending him some music. So if there's anyone out there that fancies doing a logo for Lewis Bradley,
That could be one for Alec Brunson, who did our logo. You never know. You might want to do a bit of a foreigner on the go.
Do you know what we should do? Just give me an idea, because I remember talking to Lewis after Eastridge. Have any of you lot seen what he does when he's not riding bikes, amongst other things?
No.
I've seen him at some of those parties on a Monday night with all those lovely young girls. So
He's really good. I can't say swear word, but he's really, really good on guitar, and he sings.
Really?
Yeah, he's really, really good. And I think, Lewis, you should send us something with
that would be cool.
you doing that. That'd be cool. Maybe people could send something in, like what they do. They've got a talent away from biking. That could be quite funny, couldn't it? Yeah. What do you do, Doc?
Definitely.
What do I do?
What's your hidden talent?
Well, my hidden, I can't tell you, but I've got a massive hard drive.
Anyway.
I remember your hidden talent. I remember when we went to Aberdare years ago on one of the Welsh downhills. This would be in the late 90s, I'd say. And we were in some weird little sort of social club. Do you remember it?
Yeah. It was Deer Park, actually.
Deer Park, and there was a piano in there, and there was a few of us. And there was a piano, and Stu went in and just suddenly started playing beautifully, and we were absolutely flabbergasted.
Can't do it anymore.
I've got to say, we've got some questions and comments coming in now. I've just refreshed it, that's what it was. It wasn't refreshed.
Alright.
So, Peter Longsock says Claire Lewis doing the headstand. Obviously, she's one of the people in that video. Nice one.
I think
Claire.
I did say ladies as well.
Yeah. Chris Hartstone, Stu, last time I saw you was when you had a bad head over Ribswood with Hippie after Tom's wedding. I meant to ask you about if you sell the can we say that? If you sell the
yeah, you can say that.
Do you sell the transition patrols off when you finish with them?
Yes, Chris, I will have one for sale. There could be a carbon one, and there could be an aluminium one as well. Both in very good condition, so just drop us a message on that anyway. So I am allowed to say that.
Gareth Lake says, is anyone else completely perplexed from the mannequin challenge rubbish? I'm guessing he means like just all the mannequins challenges that are all over Facebook and social media. Some of them are quite cool, but I know what you mean. It's alright, it's good to have one that's mountain bikey though. That's acceptable.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got come to Mountain Ash DH Bros. Yes, that'd be nice. It'd be nice to go.
Cool, I've been there for years.
When was the last time we raced at Mountain Ash? Didn't we get shot at last time we were there?
Yeah.
Last time we were there, we got shot at by the locals with air rifles.
I'm sure they had a fire there as well or something, but anyway, we'll come back to the questions.
One more. Just get this from Dave Spike Evans. From someone that gets injured a lot, how do you get motivated again? Stu, you don't really get injured that much, do you?
Only in Portugal.
Yeah.
I'm touching the table, which is made of wood.
Motocross, you did have them.
I've had a couple of big ones, yeah. It's always hard, I think, because as racers, you just want to get back on your bike.
Yeah.
And being injured, for me, is the most frustrating thing of all, because you've had the crash or something's happened or whatever, and then you just want to get back out there and put it right. But the advice I could give to anybody who asks, really, and I'm sure all the top lads will agree with me on this, is make sure you recover fully.
Yes, yeah.
Because they come back to haunt you. I mean, when you did your ankle, you went back pretty early, which when you're keen and if you think you can do it, then it's great, but nearly always without full recovery you're going to end up feeling it again.
Bike Park Wales, when this was 7 weeks after I'd snapped it. I went because we had that sort of get together of all the legends again, didn't we? And I went down 50 Shades. I wasn't doing any of the drops or anything. I was just trying to ride. And I was trying to ride flats because my ankle was still dodgy. And I went off a little drop, and my bad foot went forwards off the pedal and slammed into the ground. That was it.
I remember that.
That was my day over. I was in so much pain.
I remember you crying.
Yeah.
So yeah, with injuries, make sure you recover, and that goes for Tyler.
Yeah.
For anybody who's been watching me before, my eldest broke his arm, fractured it, and he went for the all clear last Thursday. The doctor said that's fine, you can ride your bike, and I took him riding Saturday, and he was all right. And then Sunday it started hurting again, so he's gonna have to have a couple more weeks off. So it's pain, but you know, you've got to get yourself right.
Get it right, yeah. Yeah, Doc. What about Crash of the Week?
Crash of the Week.
Yeah.
Crash of the Week is coming up, boys. Here we go.
Who is it?
This is Glenn O'Brien, and I don't know whether this is.
That's how it is.
Yeah. So
Glenn O'Brien's from Eastern Northern Ireland.
Yeah, and it's not so much as a crash as a kind of girly sit down, really. But I don't know what he was doing or what he was playing at, but it made me chuckle. So here we go, guys.
So this has been up on.
Where's he going?
He's been putting stuff on Facebook actually recently of him and our mate Nathan McComb, and they've been over in some
quarry in it, mucking about.
Some big stuff as well.
They're really good.
But he's Glenn O'Brien. He's sort of been our host when we've gone over racing in Northern Ireland. He's such a lovely lad. All the old school downers, they just love him, don't they?
Yeah,
and he was the first. He's got that claim to fame, hasn't he? He's the first Brit to do Rampage.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
First Brit. It's a fair play to him, and he can still ride a bike.
He can't even get over that little thing we've just seen. So
actually, someone has said, "What about your hairpin crash in Morzine Street? Have you got that on video?"
Oh, no, I haven't actually. I can still remember. I know that's come from Crooksy, hasn't it?
Crooksy, if you've got that on video, dude.
Wasn't it? And your front wheel went over the top. Right, we'll make this really quick. We got to Morzine on the Saturday night, and somebody thought it was a good idea to go and watch the World Cup in a pub. And we tried this strawberry lager, and we had
strawberry lager.
Yeah, it was really nice, and we had about 2 pints of it, or maybe more. And the next day was the first day we were riding. Went to a really easy descent. It's the one in Ligier Bike Park, I think. Third corner in, my front wheel slides over the top of the turn, and I headbutt the floor very hard with a raging hangover. But unfortunately, I don't think anybody's got any GoPro footage of that. But that would have been a good one because it bloody hurt. It was a big one, that. So, so thanks for reminding me of that, Peter Crooks.
Ace. Awesome. Right. We got some more comments here. It's the anti-glare. I don't know what that means. Not. Is it cold in there, boys? From Bendy. We call him Bendy Cam. Ben Deacon.
All right, Deeks.
We were actually because there's the where the race is this weekend is on Ski Run, Forest of Dean. I googled it.
Head cam.
We watched your head cam about 10 minutes ago. Yeah.
Spectator in the track or something like that. You had to ask nicely to get away, I think.
Yeah, that was close, wasn't it? So that's worth a look actually. If you want to see what we're racing on, go onto YouTube, put Forest of Dean ski run, and I think it's the second one down. It's Ben Deacon, he's a hell of a rider, and see what happens when he nearly hits a spectator on the track. Quite good that, wasn't it?
A few choice words, wasn't it? We'll come back to those questions in a minute, and comments and so on and so forth. I think now we need to move on with this and say we're going to talk about tonight's topic.
Yeah, tonight's topic is winter training. So the first thing I'd say, and I've been guilty of this loads of times,
not to be confused with winter riding.
No,
because there's probably going to be a few people thinking we spoke about that last week.
Yeah,
it's a different thing.
Well, your winter training also involves, stuff on a static bike, and I don't know, circuit training, things like that.
Anything to do with training.
But the mistake that a lot of people will make, I've made it, I think we've all made it, people who like to get carried away with training, is burning yourself out, like flat out at it now. And then you get Christmas, New Year out of the way, then you're flat out again, and then by the time you do your first race in March, you're done in.
Yeah.
So what I've learned is like at this time of year, just to take it a bit easier. Enjoy yourself. It's Christmas. You know, eat loads of crap.
Go and get pissed until the 1st of
Just have
January.
fun. You're not racing.
Not children.
Yeah.
And then get onto it, because
you get on it in the new year, and it's about 3 months, about right, isn't it? 3 months.
Not to say that you can't still go out and ride.
Yeah.
We harped on about how we were doing our long rides last winter, but you can go out and do a long ride. You can still have a bit of a good time, but I don't think you want to be. Yeah. Certainly not going mental before Christmas anyway. I mean, if the main races are starting in March or whatever, 3 months is plenty of time, I think, to to get your fitness up anyway.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, that's what was from Ben who.
Have you seen Chris's comment? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
Yeah, bit of a scoop there. You heard it first on Pin TV, guys.
It might not be that track. It might be another one. That was a guess.
Oh shit. Anyway, everyone knows what's
sorry,
Chris.
There.
Oh, poor Chris.
Oh, well, at least it'll be nice and rough when we get there, because everyone will be practicing anyway.
Dominic Fowler's, but it's only a matter of time before someone dies doing the mannequin challenge. I don't think so.
Well, it's not exactly extreme, is it?
Unless you did it in Syria in the streets.
Well, I suppose, fair one.
Interesting one.
Anyway, crack on. Tell me what you think about your winter training. What are you going to be doing?
What else is there to consider? Well, I'll be doing 2 nights a week on the spinning bike. I'll be doing circuit training after one of the nights of spinning, and just our weekend riding. But I think the main thing is January. Shed the winter pounds. I don't worry about it too much now. I'll put a bit of weight on before Christmas. I'll get a bit on. I've always fretted too much about it, but I'm not too bothered this year. January, then it'll be. Well, it's not so much a diet. It's just healthy eating, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just not snacking.
I always find with the greatest will around Christmas, it's so difficult to eat well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you go to see your mates or whatever, pop in, I'll have a drink, have a mince pie or something like that, whatever, and it's so difficult to.
No, it's easy to eat well.
Eat
bloody well.
Eat
Far
too well.
Yeah.
So after Christmas, we'll get out on the longer rides.
Yeah.
We're probably going to do a bit of digging as well.
Yeah.
Which is always a good thing.
Well, it's skills training, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's what with the shovel.
Yeah. Well, you're digging, you're making jumps, so you're getting your skills better.
Yeah, or tracks really. So I mean, everybody should get out and do a bit of digging, really, as long as you've got permission to do so.
I've been digging in the back garden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, building me bunker. But worried about Trump getting in.
Oh, bloody hell! I think he'll be all right for a minute. He's not going to be bothered by you, Doc. You'll be all right, mate. So that's training.
Yeah.
Getting on the shovel, clearing trails or whatever. The trails are going to be fully leafed up at the minute, so you get down your local trails. I'll keep you on top of things, I think.
And get some of those long rides in. That's the other thing is, especially in the new year, is not just getting out there and doing all the gnarly stuff. You need to get the long rides in, don't you? The good sort of 4 or 5 hour jobs where you're getting that base heart rate in, so that you're prepared for. Because what I think we all did it last year, didn't we? We trained like mad over the winter, doing these tough winter rides where we were doing 3-4 hours. We were doing 30k, 1300 metres, about 1,000 metres on it average.
Yeah.
And then we got to something like Dovey, the British Enduro, and it was we were out like all day, 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
And you get into that last hour and it ruins you, doesn't it? Because you're not used to it.
But that was a massive day out,
Yeah.
and because of the conditions as well.
Yeah.
And obviously the rule with the full face helmet, the
Yeah.
weather, it was very wet, and the weather turned, it became really, really warm, and the rule was full face helmet, you've got to wear it all times.
Yeah.
So climbing, big fire road climbs with a helmet, full face helmet on, it was killing people really.
Yeah.
And even the fittest of the fittest were struggling there. The old pump track thing, it's good fun.
Pump track,
there's loads and loads of pump tracks all over the place. I'm pretty certain that most people have got one in the nearest fairly large town, and it doesn't have to feel like training.
No, and it is though, isn't it?
Oh, hell yeah.
If you got these pump tracks that are continual as well, where some of them are like you go round and down, and then you have to ride back up to the start. But like we've got one round here over near Eastridge, it's a continual one. And if you try and do like 3 laps of it, it absolutely kills you. And the great thing about a pump track is it's the sort of thing you can go with riders who can't keep up, or with riders who are much faster or fitter than you, or you can take your kids, because it doesn't matter, you know, you just do your own thing, don't you?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. If you can go out and smash 3 laps of your local pump track consistently, that is mega brilliant cardio, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really good. And strength training as well,
Yeah.
for sure. And skill training. Learning to pump, and for the guys out there that are not as good at jumping as they could be, it's good training.
Yeah, that's me. I do need to get on the pump track a bit more, actually. I want to do this vlog we've got planned. Will Soff has assured me that he can get me to do a full length manual. So we're going to do a vlog on it, me and him, for the day, showing what I can manual like at the moment. You know, I can manual over small humps, but I can't do a continual manual. I've always wanted to do it. It's one of those things that they're harder than you think. You know, there's not many people who can actually pull a full-on manual down a hill and keep it going.
Yeah.
So that's what he's
You're
promised me.
getting better at it though.
Yeah.
We did some more. Again, we did some BMX track work a few months ago.
Yeah.
I don't mean built one, I mean road one.
Yeah.
And there's a good one in Telford, run by Kieran Edwards.
Yeah.
That's Reeking
Fantastic,
Riders, brilliant.
Really
And I do believe they're getting some floodlights fitted at some point. So that's really good, and that's a perfect place to learn to manual as well.
We need to know when them floodlights are in, and we can go there winter nights.
By all accounts, the new year. So if anybody's interested, they're a brilliant group of lads. Really, really good. So any of you out there who've got kids who are learning to ride or whatever, they're brilliant with the kids, and give them a lot of help. So that's really cool.
Any more questions, Doc?
There's a few coming in. Theon Griffith saying nothing changes with you two guys.
Hello, Theon. Long time no see. Nice to see you've landed yourself in a nice job with Husky, isn't she? Husqvarna.
Oh really?
Yeah, like some top job with them. Fair play to you. She always handles a good job, doesn't she?
She's got loads of chainsaws now.
Yeah, tree cutter.
Andrew Titley's been enjoying the off season.
I bet he has. He's bloody always in Madeira, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
Dave Spike Evans, fell running through the winter for him, so we're going to be doing a bit of fell running.
Do you know what, Dave? That was how I trained last year. I'd say trained, it was just something I did last year. I used to go up Ormond at night with the dogs, just me and the dogs with a headlight on, and it's amazing. I'd do like a 4 or 5 mile loop, but since I've done my ankle, I can't do it anymore. So
my hip doesn't allow me to do that. I've got to have a plastic one soon.
Gareth Lakes is asking, do you use static bikes, are you spin classing it, or is it a set programme that you
right, well that's actually a good time to mention who is training us. A mate of ours works for you, doesn't he, as well?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Alan Pugh Fitness.
Yeah, Alan Pugh. He's training me and Todd along with like the rest of his class at a place called Geocentric in Shrewsbury, and he mixes it up a bit. It's all on spinning bikes, so sort of static spinning bikes, but he actually does more mountain bike specific. So there's a lot of what do they call it? You know, like intervals, like 10-second blast,
Sprints.
15-second blast,
Recovery.
It's hard work, but it's really good. And I've got one at home in the shed. I've got a proper spinning bike, but I really struggle to find motivation to do that on my own in the winter. I just, I like it with all the other people around.
Yeah, it keeps you going. And for the people that can't always get to the gym or whatever, there's nothing wrong with doing it on the turbo trainer.
No, I know our mate Andrew Bickley has just bought one from Chain Reaction. Got a hell of a deal, so it might be worth looking on there. He got some group deal where he got loads of bits and pieces with it as well. So
definitely. And for anybody that's never had a turbo trainer and is thinking of getting one, remember to put a super slick tyre on the back, otherwise you'll have no eardrums left because it's very, very loud, and the drag's quite a lot as well.
Have you ever had any incidents on a turbo trainer?
Yeah, I have actually.
Go on.
The first time I rigged it up, I think I put for some reason I put my jump bike on it. And I'm not sure if it was at Fort William. I think it may have been when Crooksy was meant to be mechanicking for me, supporting me.
Ready for the downhill?
Ready for the downhill, and I started warming up on it, and I'm sure he hadn't put the the thing that goes over the top of the bolts, and I fired it up and bloody thing dropped off it and kind of ended up pulling a wheelie and getting a bit sideways on it. So make sure you do them all that tidy. Yeah.
I got to say, I much prefer a spinning bike because the difference with a spinning bike is you can stand up and sprint.
Yeah.
And they're so heavy and solid, they don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Although rollers, I've never tried rollers, but I'd like to have a go on rollers.
Yeah,
they always look like, because you're actually involved in balancing as well, aren't you?
I've had to go on rollers.
Yeah.
Nearly broke the window.
Hair rollers.
Yeah.
Nearly broke the window.
Oh bloody hell.
Yeah, it was. Jump, and I was off. I'd gone.
Anything else?
Anything else? Kirky asking for a shout. I'll mention this.
Hello, Kirky.
Kirky and his mates.
And Oliver.
They go to
Ollie.
something in the winter. They call it the shred of dread.
Yeah.
You and me have been, haven't we?
Yes, I've been
once.
Yeah, I went once. It nearly
Yeah.
bloody killed
Yeah.
me. So that's why I won't go again.
It's basically a bunch of, what would we call them?
Steaming 40-year-olds.
I wonder what you're going to say then.
Yeah, they like to beast it, so I think everybody should maybe have a shred of dread, and it's good to get your mates round and have a good sin. The one thing I do want to say is, one of these, is a Polar heart rate monitor, and for training, amazing, aren't they? So, you know, you can keep an eye on your heart rate. It also shows zones. There's loads of different ones out there, but it'll show you the zones, so you can keep an eye on whether or not your heart's going too high, and you can back off, or if you need to pick it up, you can just have a look and think, well, I need to bang it up a bit. So well worthy bit of kit.
I know my friend Joe Wotton, he trains with one of those. He's a British motorcycle enduro, like one of the best in the country, and he goes on like 100-mile road rides, and I'll say, like, you know, what speed you go? He goes, I don't even look at my speed. He says, all I look at is my heart rate. Yeah. And that's what he does the whole way. So he's got his base training.
Yeah. So it's well worth looking at, and it also tells you how many calories you burn. Yeah. Which I think most people would be quite surprised, really, to know that when you think you've been out there and properly beasted it, it takes a long time or a massive exertion of energy to burn just a few calories.
Yeah. And then you get back at this time of year and you eat double that amount anyway because you're hungry.
Do you know one thing that I always think about? Because sometimes, we've been to races, and if we're going off somewhere, our little treat is a sausage and egg McMuffin from a certain fast food store. Yeah. And there's 568 calories in a double sausage and egg McMuffin. Yeah. Right. And that takes a fair bit of energy to burn it off. Yeah. So it's quite surprising, really, how difficult it is.
Yeah.
But well worth having.
I just want to also remind everybody, obviously like and subscribe on YouTube. We need those numbers up. As soon as those numbers get up and we get near the 1,000, I think we're at, what are we at now, Doc? We're at 350 on?
358.
358. We need to get that at 1,000 because that's when YouTube starts paying. And when they start paying, we can bring you much better content because we can use that money to get off doing things. Also, talking of money, if you go onto our Facebook page, which you're on now viewing this, we've got the merchandise, so we've got the t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, bits and pieces. You all be bought off there. If you want pinned on you, if you want the bumper sticker, just have a look on there. It's all reasonably priced, really.
Are those prices the same as we spoke about the other week still? Are they still?
Yeah,
a few people had said they're quite expensive, but we're hoping to change that.
Yeah, that was the hoodie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the hoodie.
Yeah. We need to be selling more to bring the price down.
To bring the price down. So once you start buying them, guys, we'll drop the price.
So I think that's about it. I will remind people again, just because this is a bit of a personal choice of ours, at 9 o'clock tonight, Channel 4, you got the second part of the Guy Martin thing. Probably the only thing worth mentioning tonight, other than the BBC Planet Earth 10.
Oh, that was good.
Amazing.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
To me, those are the only two things I actually watch on telly. Yeah. That's it, nothing else.
So relaxing watching it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the most relaxed I feel all week.
Yes. Yeah.
Although there is Walking Dead tonight, I do like that.
Oh, do you watch that?
How
are you saying about it?
If you're going to watch it from the start. Don't try and catch
Walking Dead's me in the morning.
I was going to say, I just look in the mirror. Yeah. That's what I feel like every bloody day.
It's just that someone told me you got to scare yourself every day. That scares the shit out of me.
I told you that.
Have we got anything more? Any more questions?
Do we need to do any more shout outs, or can we go home for our dinner?
I think someone, seen Flynn saying likes a hat, Jim.
Sean Flynn.
Sean Flynn, and it's like watching Anne and Nick.
Anne and Nick.
Dan Wire, check out Martha Gill on rollers. Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh yeah, well,
cool.
she's got amazing talent. She has.
She plays a violin on the bike, which is quite cool.
I've seen her doing a one-handed wheelie where she goes towards like a lamp post, grabs hold of it, wheelies round it and back again, which is fair play. That's quite cool.
Fionn Griffiths saying hello. Hiya Fionn, how are you?
Hello again, Fionn.
Hello again. That's
I think that's
surely.
about it.
That's it.
I'd like to say massive thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
It is very much appreciated. We do appreciate the your views, your questions. It keeps us going. First thing we do after the show is how many we had watching. I think last week it was 930 watching live. So the numbers are
Quite
going
a few
up.
international people as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, from all around the world, which is fantastic. So watch your space. See you next week.
Cheers, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Take
See
it
you
easy.
guys.
Bye.
Have a good one.